They've just announced in the past couple of minutes that they do still think there is probable cause to suspect that Julian Assange committed rape back in 2010 in Sweden, so they want to reopen the investigation. I think what's really important to point out here is they closed this investigation in 2017 not because they had problems gathering evidence, but because they just couldn't get to Julian Assange. He was holed up in the embassy here in London. That meant that no legal system could go near him. So as far as the Swedes were concerned, there was no point keeping the investigation open because there was no chance that they could continue with that investigation. Well, of course, circumstances have changed dramatically now. Julian Assange, as we know, was kicked out of the embassy. He's now in a prison here in the UK where he's serving time for skipping bail for originally going into the embassy. So that means the Swedish authorities, in theory, can get their hands on Julian Assange now. So they're reopening the case, and they're doing that actually at the request of one of the alleged victims who, when circumstances changed, said, hey, I'd like now for you to pursue this case. So they are doing this. They say nothing has changed in terms of evidence. As I said, they still think there's enough evidence to follow through with having a court case, so they're going to go ahead with that. The big question, I think, becomes now which case takes priority, because we know that the US also wants to extradite Julian Assange here from the UK, and now the Swedes are saying, well, we're reopening the case. That will lead at some point in the very near future to a European arrest warrant being issued and extradition proceedings most likely following on. So the UK will have to decide which way do they extradite him. Does the US extradition case get precedence, or does the Swedish one?